Hello everyone, it's me, it's Fred. It's been a while, so I was out of town for a few days, rest and restore, but now I'm back. And of course, today I have big news. We're live. We are. So for those who just joined us, what is Heron? Heron is a way for everyone to share applications securely and safely and easily. So our goal is to solve one of my biggest problems. It was to share dashboard with people outside my organization or just friends and family. So that's a big problem, and I want to solve this problem and keep it free as long as possible. More on that later, but everything is open source. I'll leave the link in the description below. Just go in github.com/draft360/heron and you will have access to the entire codebase. Yeah. So, as I mentioned, today we have big news. Super big news. All right, we're back. And now you can see we are live on kharon.app. It's been so complicated to get this running. I had so much trouble with DNS. This is not my specialty. But here also a new home page to get you started as fast as possible. So it tells you how to get your Heron API key. Then you can export it. As I remember, you can get your API key over here. And something I'm thinking now is that we should save the API keys in the database in non-hashed form, such that we can get the copy. I think it's like quite common, so I'll do that. But yeah, so and then you can copy this thing, which is basically copies a Docker Compose file and start it. So when you are on your VM, so the things that you want to look into, here I built a very small, rich console to tell you like what's going on. Like if there's errors, it's gonna tell you like, oh, I cannot connect to TensorBoard anymore, or to the Heron backend. So you see here like the Heron backend is hosted on Cloud Run, and here the local service is just a TensorBoard that I'm hosting, and then the local SSH server is in the Docker. Okay, so as a friendly reminder, you need to have port 2222 open for this to work. So we don't use the port 22. So we use a special port. So that's cool. And that's kind of where my demo ends for today, unfortunately. So there's one small thing that I cannot do just yet. And it's so the server connects just fine. So this is Xenodocule. I can add users, I can remove users. Here it says it's online, but when I click on it, then the DNS falls apart. So not super great. So I'm working on that. Probably in the next few days I'll figure it out. But if you know things about wildcard DNS, hit me up. It's really something I don't know much about, and I'm looking forward to it. And yeah, so as a showcase, I guess. Here you can see this. Yeah, so this will be our new architecture. So for the deployment, it's pretty easy, pretty simple. So we have our app engine that serves the front end. It logs in. It uses, of course, Google OAuth to sign in. And then the backend is run as a Google Cloud Run with the SQLite database hosted on G-Storage. Why did I not use Cloud SQL? It's because it's so expensive, and it's probably a service that will have very few users, at least for the foreseeable future. So if at some point like we get a lot of tractions, it would be easy to swap this part for a real Postgres database. But for now, it's complicated. And yeah, here I detail a bit on the environment variable that you need if you want to replicate this at home. But this is the Google Cloud infrastructure that we have right now. It scales? Question mark. Like I've not done like, and like there's probably not be a lot of workload on this service for now, but like the Cloud Run can scale horizontally. There's the issue of multiple reader on the SQLite database, but at that point we can move to a SQL server. And yeah, on the user land, so this will be where you have your application. There's the Heron daemon that just connects to the Cloud Run through a SSH tunnel. But this can be anywhere in the world, right? As long as the IP is accessible and the port 2222 is accessible, then everything's fine. So yeah, so that's it for me. A lot of success today, so that's very, very nice. And we're super close to a launch. I'm very excited, of course, and I hope all dozens of you who are watching right now will give it a shot when it's ready. I don't think you can log in right now. I think the OAuth creds are still in the testing phase. But yeah, as soon as like this thing is fixed, and I polish a bit of everything, then I think it's gonna be ready. So very exciting. Thank you, and see you next time.